Enugu State Police Command has uncovered a suspected ritual site linked to Prophet Chinedu Ezedike, the cleric allegedly involved in the murder of 4 siblings in Igbo-Eze South local government area. The raid carried out on Saturday, 7th May 2025 led security operatives to an uncompleted building tagged synagogue at Ibile Isiagu, Ibagwa Aka, a property reportedly owned by the controversial prophet. Now, during the operation, police recovered a human skull and a ritual staff from the site. The discovery follows widespread outrage over the earlier killings and demolition of the primary crime scene by the state government. Chairman of Igbo-Eze South local government area, Barrister Ferdinand Ukweze, confirmed the killings in a Facebook post, stating that the items were handed over to the police for further investigation. He vowed that security agencies would continue combing suspected hideouts across the council area. Commending the synergy among security bodies, Ukweze reaffirmed the administration's resolve to dismantle criminal networks, noting that Governor Peter Ndubisi Mba's government remains committed to justice and public safety. You know, when we go to church or when we come to a place of worship, we come there to meet with our God. We come there to fellowship as a brethren. When a place of worship becomes a death trap, we get news like this. What are your thoughts on this report?
Okay, well, the Bible also says that not everyone who calls my name is actually recognized as mine. So the truth is that as humans, even though you're actually completely in trust of some persons, you also ought to be vigilant. That's what I'd say. There are always signs, but we never get to see those signs. When someone is actually unclean or shady, you'll definitely see a few signs. But a lot of persons are being carried away by this religious activities that they don't look out for security threats. That's the truth. Because if I'm going somewhere and I notice some things that are unsettling, a place of worship should be a place where your heart is at peace.
Right.
So when you're there and you don't get peace, so to speak, you have to battle 1 or 2 things, and it's a sign. Sometimes they tell you to listen to your gut feeling, that intuition that something is wrong. Most of the times, has it ever happened to you? Some persons will say it's superstitious, that you're about going somewhere, you have this uneasy feeling. As humans, we have this feeling. So sometimes it could be the Holy Spirit in you. Sometimes it could be just you being human. As human, we also have this foresight or this hindsight or whichever working together to tell you that something is unsafe. Then to the people who participate in such activities, well, there's always something that's going to happen. Nemesis will definitely catch up with them. I'm not sure this is his first. The saying goes that there are 99 days for the thief and then one day for the owner. So maybe he's gotten to his 100th and that's where it caught up with them. So we just have to be vigilant and security conscious. That's how I'd say.
Thank you so much. Help us to get, well, this is another called man of God, and now, well, so-called or supposedly called man of God, and this is not an isolated case, as it were. Many cases have risen over time where, you know, churches are broken down and humans call, people are buried alive, so many practices. Why are we here as people in Christendom?
The last day. Yes. You know, there are a lot that people don't want to take into cognizance. You know, many are coffee are choosing, like she said, and also if you are really like my church now, let me use my branch as an example.
Okay.
They know my income, the strength of my income. They know how much would come out. Some people can guess what will be my offering for a Sunday. And you see me driving, what's the latest car now?
Maybe a Range Rover.
A Range Rover. You should question my income. A lot of people don't know. They are fed up with their pastor, daddy, and they don't go for salvation. They go for what the church will give to them.
So you're saying religion is eating deep into our fabric as opposed to us trying to know God for ourselves?
Yes, now. People don't go to church because they want to go to church. They don't go to church where they hear the sound messages today. They go to church where the pastor is living large. you know, at the end of the day, when you leave your seat, you have ampers and all the rest. You see a lot, they give you 2,000, 3,000. You have buses that carries you to church. So when the bus do not come to carry you to church, you don't go to church. Are you a Christian as at then? You don't have sacrifice. You pay for God. Those days we trek miles to go to church. Just want to be as early as in the church. And we go to where we render services for God, not where you go and the pastor will tell you the keyboard is being paid for. The keyboard is being paid for, the drummer is being paid for, the ushers is being paid for. When they pay you, how much is the offering that gives you those money? How much is the offering? How much is the tithe? That like my branch where I pastor today, right. They know how much should be. And you'll see me going on private jet. There must be something I am doing to make that money. Either this kind of sacrifice will be going on.
Could be business.
What if the pastor had a business?
What kind of business that, see, me, God should forgive me, but I have to say it. Government should check the incomes of so many ministers, and one of them know what they are doing, so that these things should not be happening in religion. Okay, if government should not check, we have Christian bodies. CAN.
Yes, we have CAN.
CAN is not doing anything.
We have PFN.
PFM is not doing anything to checkmate ministers. Meanwhile, if they go for their meetings, they want to drive different kind of cars to come and show off.
As a minister, is that what religion is about?
That is not religion. So they should checkmate people. What is their source of income? So that see, that's why I told you in our last show that I hate when people call me minister, call me a pastor. Don't, everybody is not a pastor, because that word pastor is the greatest among all, but people use it as a general name. A pastor is not supposed to kill anybody and bury it on his altar. A pastor is not supposed to do ritual, because why will you be doing that when you are that we have 9 fruit of the Holy Spirit, 9 fruit of the Spirit in Galatians 5:22 and 23. Talk about a pastor shows love. When you become a ritualist, are you not showing love? When you kill human for human, are you not showing love? A pastor is peaceful. When you can shed, the day one of my members did a Thanksgiving and gave me a very fat chicken, I could not kill it. I had to give it to those. But you can allow somebody shed blood. Peace. It's talking about peace. You're supposed to be a meek person. A pastor is supposed to be a meek person.
Right.
Then the last of it, if you go and read that, the last is said self-controlled. Pride is not in you, but because everybody, see, I tell my congregation that, see, ministry starts from this. I will grow to a level where I will get everything I'm supposed to get naturally without staining my hands.
Right.
Why are we doing this? It's a shame to the Christian body that ministers keep doing this. Human for sacrifice, they say there are places they go to suck one woman breast and they give them power, give them members, and I'm telling you, it's appalling.
It's really appalling. Well,